Hi friends, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In this video, I'll be comparing the Poco X3 versus the Realme 7 Pro device. As you can see friends, right now I'm using the Poco X3 smartphone, and in this video I'll be covering all the topics related to this kind of list here which I have prepared here. So this is not in an order top to bottom, this just the list which I'll be mentioning in this video from all these topics which I'll be covering. So I'll be pointing out which device is the best in this kind of categories, each and every area I did cover here. So finally we'll be talking about the is it worth for that kind of price or not as well. So during this which is the best to choose, I'll also mention regarding the gamers and normal user point of view as well. I'll be covering both of the users, so that if you're a gamer as well, you can try to watch till end of the video to get to know which is a mobile phone best for the gaming as well. So there are so many things you need to know before actually buying both of the smartphones, Realme 7 Pro and the Poco X3 device as well. And if you want to know what live wallpapers I'm using and what is the punch hole wallpaper, so try to check the links in description for the wallpaper playlist. So not only that, there is a playlist available for the Poco X3 as well, so try to check that playlist for the Poco X3 in case if you want to know more details. So let's get started without wasting any time. So first topic, which is the software updates. So in terms of the software updates, definitely friends, the Poco, Redmi and Realme, all the three phones are kind of same range as well, so there is nothing difference in terms of the software updates. If I bring the Poco OnePlus Nord in this kind of comparison, I would definitely pick up the OnePlus Nord straight away, but that's not the case here. All these kind of manufacturing companies, Poco, Realme and the Redmi as well, they all are having same kind of software updates. So in the software update segment, Realme 7 Pro and the Poco X3, they both should be kind of close to each other. So even I am having so many MI phones, Redmi and Poco phones, so many phones, but still software updates kind of close to each other, Realme and the Redmi. So in first thing, in software updates and long run usage, you don't need to worry at all between both the phones. They both are kind of same, so no need any confusion at all. So next is a battery and charging. So this is where the things will get a little bit complicated. The reason why I said complicated, because here battery and charging department, this is different from one user to the other user, because some people they like having the very good battery backup, some people they don't like, they just want the fast charging. So I'll give the two scenarios. For example, there is one person A, and he'll be going to this morning 9 o'clock work and he'll be returning back at 5, so he doesn't need a very good battery backup. He just need a phone which has a fast charging. There is a scenario B where he travels from point A to point B every time during the 1 day or 2 days journey, then he need the good battery backup mobile phone. So in that case, the Poco X3 is a very good option. In normal use case scenario, like if you're coming back to home, if you know that, then definitely you never need that kind of big battery or heavy phone as well. That is one more thing which I didn't mention, is that Poco X3 kind of very heavy, 225 grams when you compare just with the 182 grams in the Realme 7 Pro devices. That kind of difference is there. So there is a huge difference, close to 50 grams. You may just think that 50 grams is nothing, but when you're holding a phone for a long time, you can actually feel. So in terms of the battery backup, the Poco X3 is the real winner and killer. In terms of the fast charging, so Realme 7 Pro is the 65 watt fast charging, so this is also very good. One more thing, the phone takes 38 minutes to charge and Poco X3 takes about 65 minutes to charge, so double the time of the Realme 7 Pro device. So now it's up to you to decide which phone to buy. Even if you buy both either of the phones, you won't disappoint at all. So in the battery segment and charging, it's kind of confusing for most of the users, so you need to decide what is your use case and go for that phone. So next is a display and refresh rate. Even in this area also it's kind of complicated, because the Poco X3 has the IPS LCD panel, whereas the Realme 7 Pro has the Super AMOLED panel, so which has 60 Hz and which has 120 Hz. So if you want higher refresh rate, you will be sacrificing the screen quality in the Poco X3 device. But there is a twist over there. In the Poco X3, there is an inbuilt features where you can actually increase the colors, everything in the Poco X3 device. So make sure to watch that video, friends. And if you increase the colors and if you compare side by side with the AMOLED panels, definitely the Poco X3 kind of looks kind of same to AMOLED panels, but still you will be missing few other features, which is like always on display functionality you won't get in the IPS LCD panel, which will be present in the Realme 7 Pro. These are like small things, but the major thing is that screen quality. So you will be losing that kind of screen quality if you choose the Poco X3 device. And if you want higher refresh rate for the gamers, then definitely the Poco X3 will be the best option because of having higher refresh rate. And one more thing is that in point of the gamers as well, battery and charging are most important for the gamers. So if you want good battery backup and you can play for a very long time, then the Poco X3 is the best option. And if you want very light mobile and which can charge very much faster even while playing the PUBG game, then definitely the Realme 7 Pro is the best option. So next, let's move to the camera. So in this, both in the first two and third is three options, it's kind of mixed feelings, friends. Definitely, if you ask me as a person, then definitely I will say in the software updates both are same. In the battery, Poco X3. In the display, I will try to choose the Poco X3 because I like the higher refresh rate where I can play very good games as well. So this is my opinion, it changes from person to person. So next is the camera. So in terms of the camera, both phones, they do have the same kind of sensor, so there is nothing much difference in terms of the sensor, but there is a software difference is going on in the Poco X3. So there are so many plenty of features which are available, like vlog mode and the long exposure, and the front and back video recording is possible in the Poco X3 device. So these are the few software gimmicks which are present in the Poco X3 device. So overall, in terms of the camera sensors and everything should be kind of close to each other apart from having the software differences. So these are 50-50 kind of camera impressions between both of the smartphones. So next is the build quality. So in terms of the build quality, when you are talking about build quality, definitely I need to mention the phone weight as well. The Poco X3 is of 225 grams. As you can see here, friends, clearly 225 grams. That's a huge phone, I can definitely say. And even the Realme 7 Pro is of only 182 grams. You can see here 182. So which is very low gram when you compare with the Poco X3 device. Then definitely for long time gaming, you won't feel any pain in the hand as well while playing for long hours. So build quality wise, I'll give points to the Realme 7 Pro only because of having lightweight and very good device for single hand usage as well. That's a good advantage. So next, in the loudspeaker segment, both are having the stereo speaker setup, so there is nothing much difference. So both are having very good sounds, so both should be okay in terms of the stereo speaker setup. So next is the SD card slot. So here also there is I will give the points to the Realme 7 Pro because Realme 7 Pro has the triple SIM card slot, so dual SIM plus SD card. So whereas in the Poco X3 device, there is a hybrid SIM slot only. So you can use one SIM card or SD card or dual SIM card, that's it. So it's a hybrid slot. In the Realme 7 Pro, there is a triple slot and a dual SIM and one SD card slot. So this is a quick review over there. So next is the processor. So in terms of the processor, the Realme 7 Pro has the Snapdragon 720G processor and the Poco X3 has a Snapdragon 732G processor. So if you ask me how much is the difference, then I will definitely say there is a huge difference between 720 and 730G. So there may not be any difference between 730 and 732G, but there is a difference between 720 and 732G. I can say in terms of the Antutu benchmark score, the Realme 7 Pro can score around 2,50,000 to 60,000. So whereas this Snapdragon 732G can score 2,88,000 to close to 2,90,000. So there is a little amount of difference, but you won't feel a significant amount of difference in terms of the performance. I am not comparing with the Snapdragon 855 processor. So this is a kind of close call between the processors as well. So this is overall a quick comparison, friends, between Realme 7 Pro and the Poco X3. And final thing is that which is worth for the price. I will say the Poco X3 is worth for the price because it's I think we are getting around 16,999 for this phone. You're getting very good package, 6,000 mAh of battery, 120 higher refresh rate display as well, and which has very good camera features in the Poco X3 device. And if you want very decent mobile phone for the normal use and fast charging, very good display, very light mobile phone. So these are the major advantages for the Realme 7 Pro device. So thank you for watching this video, friends. Make sure to subscribe for more interesting videos. My next upcoming video will be on Poco X3 versus the Redmi K20 Pro device. Which phone to buy and why. So see you in the next video, friends. Until then, bye. And finally, friends, I forgot to say that the Poco X3 is perfectly suitable mobile phone for the gamers. And one thing you need to remember, This phone is quite of heavy as well. And next, even the Realme 7 Pro is quite a good for the gamers, but if you don't want higher refresh rate, then definitely I will highly recommend to buy the Realme 7 Pro only because of lightweight and very fast charging. So if you want higher refresh rate, then definitely the Poco X3 is the best option for you all. So that's it for this video, friends. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.